Hello everyone and welcome to a new video, and in today's video we are going to start with one of the new characters to the Street Fighter universe, and that is Laura. Now Laura is a mix-up pressure character. She have a command grab, she have a overhead, she have a cancelable low, she have a safe pressure move, her light punch elbow, and in general she's a nightmare once she gets in on you, right? And she of course have a very strong comeback beat trigger. So generally, the game plan versus Laura is to keep her out, and this is gonna depend on your character, of course, because some characters do want to get in on her, but the general thing for the most part is to keep her out. And today I wanted to show you some of the options that Laura have and how you can deal versus it. And one thing a lot of Laura players do, and this is something that you'll see on all levels of play almost, and that is they will run back and charge her fireballs. And the idea is it's a slow moving fireball, so they want to use it as a shield for approach, right? So the thing that you need to know regarding her fireball is it have a rather high hitbox, and if you do hit Laura, the fireballs disappear. So for someone like Ibuki, once you see her charged, you can always slide. Even if the fireball do come out, you can always slide under and hit her. Now this is gonna depend on your character, and for many characters it's gonna be the crouching light kick, or maybe even medium. It depends on your character honestly, but it's something that you must know to keep Laura in check. As you can see here, even the crouching medium kick was able to get her. Of course, for someone like Ibuki, the slide is a lot more reliable, but yeah, you get the basic gist of it. So I'm going to show you some examples of how some of the characters can check it, but remember, regarding her fireball, you can always low profile under it. And now I wanted to talk to you about another tool that is very strong and something that a lot of Laura players use a lot actually, and that is her standing heavy punch. And the idea behind the standing heavy punch is it's a crush counter move. This is crush counter. If I try to do something, this will crush counter me. And it's special cancelable. It's only -2 on block, and she can cancel it into the EX thunderclap, the EX fireball. And the EX fireball is +3 on block, so she can continue pressure. Now the reason this is particularly strong is if you try to interrupt, you will get hit out, and of course now she will get reset, and you know how it goes. And sometimes they will not even special cancel, and the move itself is still -2, so they are safe. And you know, it's kind of a mix, whether she cancels or not. Sometimes she can do the V skill. There is a lot that can happen from this move. It's moves that a lot of Laura players will use a lot when they are up close. So I wanted to let you know that there is a gap here between the standing heavy and the EX thunderclap. And it's a gap that if you have a move that goes through fireballs, but it have to be before frame 2. So something like Ibuki's EX radar. So let me show you this, because there is a gap here. Like if you play a character like Ibuki, Juri, Kami, there are multiple characters who have moves that have frame 1 fireball invincibility. I believe even Laura himself actually has that. You can always go through that. Of course, if you play a DP character, you can also DP there. And finally, I wanted to talk about something, and this is more of a concept than a specific sequence, and that is how do you generally defend versus Laura once she is close to you. And What I mean by that is you have to worry about the command dash, you have to worry about the overheads, the fireballs. And what I like to do is I want to crouch block for a couple of frames, stand block, crouch block, stand block. If I'm blocking a cancelable normal, I will always stand block immediately. And one thing you have to remember, Laura can't cancel into anything that will hit you low. So once you see the normal, it's always good to stand block there. So allow me to show you some sequences and tell you what I mean by this. And let's go with this one, for example, first. Crouch blocking and stand blocking. And as you can see, when she does the overhead, I'm stand blocking everything that's cancelable. I will block low and then stand block low and then stand block. And what I'm doing by this is anything that is cancelable, I'm able to immediately block. Because remember, she can't cancel into anything that will hit you low. All of her lows are non-cancelable stuff. So another footage is something like this. This is the same sequence, but she is doing the fireball. So she can trick you with that and do the fireball, and the fireball will not hit you. And the best way to deal with this is just know your spacing. And like we said before, remember the first part, if you ever see the fireball, you can always check it low and low profile. This is just some tip that I wanted to let you know. And of course, once she activates her V-trigger, remember once she's in V-trigger, her fireball becomes cancelable to the order. So I hope this tip will help you, because this is what I personally do. It works for me relatively well, and I hope you can give it a shot and tell me what you think about it and give me feedback. And now finally we are going to talk about Lucia. Lucia is honestly a character I kinda have a soft spot for, because I do love Final Fight and I do want to check her out eventually. I want to actually try to play her soon. But yeah, generally Lucia is not considered a very strong character in this patch. She's not bad, but the issue with Lucia is she doesn't do something that well that other characters doesn't do better. So you know how it goes. But generally I wanted to talk today about her fireballs and how you can deal with them. And specifically the light kick fireballs, the ones that goes upward. Yeah, that one. In Season 5, what Capcom did is made it so that there is no proximity hitbox on this. So you can now walk back when she's starting to do it. You can, if you hold back, you are walking back. In Season 4, you couldn't actually do that. You was going to be stuck in block. So a lot of people will try to crouch block this, and then Lucia will get a free in. And you really don't have to do that. You can just hit her out of it. Like, as soon as you can see it, you can just hit her out of it, and you can get a combo. You can just sweep. There's a lot that you can do. If you're not even confident in that, you can just backdash and reset the neutral. Of course, trying to jump might be dangerous because she can chase you, but generally you can even do that. Like, as soon as you see if you're crouch blocking, you see the fireball coming out, you can just backdash and get out of it. Other characters with stronger forward moving tools like Young Zeku can even, like, from downtown he can check that. So it's not the best option, honestly. Just hit her out of it. You can poke, you can do a lot of things to it. It's not as good as you think, and with some practice you'll be able to deal with it easily. And finally, I wanted to give you some hints on how to deal with Lucia's neutral in general. Because in the neutral, Lucia will either try to zone you with fireballs. Of course, it's gonna depend on your character, but in generally, Lucia is not the strongest versus fireball characters. She kinda struggles versus zoning a little bit, and she doesn't zone that well herself, because a lot of her zoning options are vulnerable to armor moves, because her fireball is slow to come out. So if she's doing something like this, she's trying to zone you out, one thing you can do with someone like Honda is try to do the EX headbutt. If you react early, you'll be able to get that. And Honda doesn't even have like the fastest armor. Like some characters like Mika or Laura, I believe, even have faster ones. So this is always an option that you can do. If you are the character who has the fireball and is zoning Lucia out, one thing she can do is a slide. But the issue with the slide is, even the best case scenario, the slide is -1. Even if spaced perfectly, she is still plus. She's still negative, I mean. So it's not something, and as you can see, it's even easy to be really unsafe, like -5, -6. So always challenge after her slide. It's always based challenge there, because most likely than not, she's not gonna be plus. And that is basically the issue with this character, is she doesn't have the best zoning. She kinda struggles versus zoning. The normals are kinda short, and even the getting options are not that amazing. But she does have some good pressure and some good corner trapping, so I hope she gets better in the future, because she is a really cool character. I feel I would like to see more of. But I want to give you guys some tips on how you deal versus her in the meta in general. If you enjoy this video, please let me know, and like, subscribe, or share. And let me know which characters you would like to see next. Typically, I like to do a really strong, or characters that really annoys people, and another lesser character that is you might run into it once in a while. So let me know what you guys think, and stay safe.